Assalamu alaikum students, hope you are fine. Let's start our first chapter of social studies, our country in the world. In this chapter, we will achieve following objectives after reading this chapter. Number 1, understanding the strategic location of Pakistan in Asia and in the subcontinent, spread of Islam in the world and location of Saudi Arabia, to have knowledge about South Asian countries, to show the main geographical features of the subcontinent and Pakistan, ability to identify the main geographical features of Pakistan, and to understand the maps given in the chapter. On first page, there is a map showing 3 continents: Europe, Asia, and Africa. It is also showing the Islamic countries and South Asian countries. On this map, you will find a direction key. Direction key is very important to show the locations and directions of different places and countries. On this page, 2 points are explanatory. Number 1 is importance of Pakistan, strategic importance of Pakistan, and the location of Saudi Arabia. On this map, you have noticed some countries are colored in green. These are Islamic countries, and some countries are striped green. These are South Asian countries. Now, yellow arrow is showing Pakistan and its location, which is a link between Islamic countries and South Asian countries. And green arrow is showing location of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is in the center of Islamic bloc. Why? Because Saudi Arabia is the origin of Islam, and Islam started to spread from here, and it spread to the neighboring countries first, and gradually it spread out to other countries. On page, many things are explained. 2 maps you can see on page 2. These are showing neighboring countries of Pakistan and South Asian countries in the region. In this page, in the paragraphs, you can find there are mentioned 3 passes, very important passes to and from Pakistan. What is a pass? Pass is an opening road or track. Now, on this page, you have noticed 3 passes are mentioned. They are very important. Number 1 is Khyber Pass, which leads to Afghanistan. Second is Bolan Pass, which leads to Iran. Third is Hunjrab Pass, which leads to China. This is the highest pass, 47. You have also noticed important ranges are mentioned in this page. 3 very important ranges of South Asia are in this region. Range. What is range? Range is series of mountains on a specific land area. 3 very important ranges are mentioned in this page number 2. Number 1 is Himalayan range, which is having the highest point of the world, Mount Everest, which is located in Nepal. Then second range, that is Karakoram range, which is having the second highest peak of the world, K2. And third range is Hindu Kush range. And these are the pictures of 2 very important ranges: Mount Everest in Himalayan range at Nepal and K2 in Karakoram range in Pakistan. In this same page, you have noticed a second map which is showing 7 South Asian countries. Number 1 is Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Maldives. These are very, you can also notice in blue box in this page the land areas of all these South Asian countries. Now coming to the third page, a relief map of subcontinent is shown on page number 3. Relief map. What is a relief map? Relief map is a map which shows different lands, different heights of lands in different colors. It also mentioned lakes, rivers, mountains, deserts, all in this relief map. The key of relief map is very important, which is given in the right of the map, and this is showing different land heights in different colors. You have noticed that north of subcontinent is colored in light purple and whitish color because it is the land which is very high, above 5000 meters and so on. And in this map you have also seen green land areas. These are the land areas which are below 300 meters, and these are usually plain lands, and these are ideal for farming. And here there is plenty of water also available because rivers also flow in these plain areas. Light yellow colors are showing dry places, and you can also notice on the very left of the subcontinent is light yellow color showing Deccan Plateau, that is in India. And you have also noticed brown dots are also in different green colors. These are the deserts. Deserts are also shown in green. Why? Because these are below 300 meters height. These lands are not very high, but they are shown with brown dots because they are showing the deserted areas. The most fertile areas of subcontinent are Indus Plains and Valley of River Ganges, which is in India. Valley of River Indus is in Pakistan. These are the most fertile areas of subcontinent because these are ideal for farming. And on now coming to the page number 4, a relief map of Pakistan is given in that page. This is showing different land areas of different heights which are situated in Pakistan. Key of relief map is also given on the right, and direction key you have also noticed in this map. On this page number 3, it is also mentioned in the written portion that much of the north and west of Pakistan consists of very large mountains. These are very high areas and deserted areas, and this is situated in Balochistan. And in the sheltered valleys of Balochistan we can find different fruits like apples and grapes, apricots, oranges. And western land area is also having less rainfall. Now on this relief map, 2 lines you can notice. These are cross-sectioning Pakistan. Line AB from north to south, and line CD which is from west to east. It means if we travel on line AB from the north of Pakistan, which areas we can find on this line. On page number 5, this diagram is showing the places which will come when we travel from line A to B. First of all, we will find Hindu Kush range and Karakoram range. Then will come the Pothohar Plateau, then Salt range, then Faisalabad, and then the plains of Indus Valley, and then we will touch the sea, Arabian Sea. On line CD, we will find Toba Kakar range, then Suleiman range, and then Indus Valley, and then we will enter in the third desert which extended to India, and this is a very large desert of subcontinent, Tharparkar. On this page, 3 mountain ranges are explained or mentioned again. Very important range is Himalaya, Karakoram and Hindu Kush. Then it is also mentioned that agricultural areas of Pakistan are the Indus Valley, and because these have plenty of water, river Indus is here, and 4 tributaries of river Indus are also here. You know the names: Chenab, Ravi, Jhelum and Satluj. Here it is one more thing it is mentioned that Punjab is the highest populated province of Pakistan, and Sindh is the second highest populated province of Pakistan with 30% of population. On page number 6, you have noticed geographical terms given different geographical features. Geographical features are the physical features which are found on earth. Number 1 is mountains. Mountains are the highest lands which are found on earth. Then comes the hills, then the plateaus, then the plains, deserts, lakes, rivers, delta and estuaries. Mountains are the highest lands, and these are above 3000 to maybe 9 to 10,000 of height. Then comes the hills. Hills are not very high. They have round tops. They are covered with vegetation, while mountains are usually covered with snow, and they have very pointed and sharp edges. And number 3, plateaus. Plateaus are flatlands which are a bit higher lands but not very high. We are also living on a plateau, in Pakistan there are 2 plateaus. One is Potohar Plateau, in which we are living. Rawalpindi, Islamabad is situated in Potohar Plateau. Potohar Plateau is very fertile plateau. In Pakistan there is another plateau, that is Balochistan Plateau, which is not very fertile, very dry plateau, very less rainfall. In Potohar Plateau there is plenty of rainfall, that is why it is very fertile. Now plains are the areas which are flatlands, and these plain areas are ideal for farming because there are plenty of rivers and water available in plain areas. And then the deserts are the places where there is no plants and very less rainfall. These are warm areas, and there are tough plants you can find over here. Lakes are the inland seas surrounded by flat land, and rivers are the flowing water, which is usually fresh water. And deltas are the areas where rivers entered in the sea, and rivers converted into different channels. And here usually water is not very fresh, and usually muddy water is available in deltas. In Pakistan there is an example of delta, that is a very small delta, Indus Delta in Karachi, where river Indus falls into Arabian Sea. And there is no example of estuary in Pakistan. Estuaries are the places where rivers widen when they enter the sea. Resource worksheets are also given for your help. You can see these worksheets very carefully because these are very important to prepare your objective section of your paper, and these worksheets help you to understand the chapter also. At the end, short questions are also given. These are 20 questions, short questions. You will find the answer yourself. It is very simple. You have to read the chapter once again, and then you will find the answers of these short questions. Okay, students, thank you so much. Hope you will read this chapter again and you will understand all the chapter.